Hey, Swansea, you're so fine. Love that man. Is it really? So we just got a cab here. We're here with Nick, with Dan, and we're at the Liberty Stadium. Hello!
You're right, YouTube, so it's Sunday night. Sorry that it's so late after the game, but I stayed out and was at a Blizzard event, and I've annotated down below how you can watch that Blizzard event. Like, top quality journalists involved in Google Hangout in Swansea at the Dylan Thomas Centre. It was really good, really informative, really in-depth football discussion, so make sure you check out that down there. And yes, that's why I'm leaving it so late. In terms of the match itself, yeah, it was good. I don't think we were outstanding, I don't think we were particularly good, and I don't think it really made me think, yeah, we've turned a corner, because we still had the same problems of playing such slow football. If you play football slowly, it means defenders can get back, they can get in position, and the way that you want to get them out of position is to make them make decisions and make them make, more importantly, rash decisions. So if you make them make a rash decision, that means that they might get the wrong decision. If you play it sideways, slowly, just people can walk into positions, they're not having to really think. They're doing it because they can walk into position. If they're walking into position, they're not going to make a rash decision. We need more tempo. Now, what really got me was Bayern Munich. I think the performance wasn't great, and there were some really sloppy passes, and Ramsey and Walcott had a terrible game. But Rosicky was outstanding, and the reason that I thought he was outstanding was because he put a tempo up. Like, he gave a really good tempo to our play, and yet he doesn't start against Swansea. Now, he can't be tired because he hasn't played for like a year. So I can't fathom why Wenger's got this thing against Rosicky, and if you know why, or you agree that Rosicky shouldn't be getting game time, then comment down below. But also comment down below if you think that he does deserve more game time, and come up with a reason. Why is Wenger not playing him? Like, I think the game was screaming out for tempo in that first half, and for most of the second half. We got the goal, like Laudrup said, the first team to score a goal, like going into the last 20 minutes, they were always going to win the game. Luckily we got it, and it was just it was another performance. But we got the points, and at this stage of the season, even me, and I love a rant, even me, I'm just going to say, do you know what? A win is a win. Like, you just take the points. Tottenham lost today, so we're now, if we beat Everton, I think our extra game is in hand. If we win that game, we're within a point of 4th place. Like, if you watch my vlog from the Bayern Munich game before, you'll see that 4th place for the fans is so important. We love it. We love the away games in the Champions League. We love the home game. We love the music. We love the atmospheres. Champions League is special. We need to get it, and we need to stop Spurs getting it. And as it stands, they are choking in a big way. Do I think that from the performances against Bayern Munich and Swansea that we've got real momentum going into the rest of the season? I can't decide. We got a result, and that for us was important. If we'd have lost it, we would have really spiralled. We would have been the ones choking just as much as Tottenham. But comment down below how you think we're set up for the rest of the season. I think we're set up okay, but I don't know. I just came out of it, and you might disagree, but I came out of it thinking, like, we did a job, and is that going to set us up well enough for the rest of the season? I don't know. The key is, do not let United win the Premiership at the Emirates. If that happens, just seeing Van Persie celebrate the league at the Emirates would be, it would be carnage. It would be absolute carnage. I also said I was going to rant about the way that fans get treated. At the end of the match, it was absolutely whacking it down with rain, like really whacking it down with rain. We came out and we were promised buses through to the train station, which is only about 10 minutes away, 25-minute walk maybe, but about 10 minutes by bus. So the Arsenal fans were all told, yep, there are buses outside, you can get the bus and go straight to the station. Brilliant, fine. 3,000 Arsenal fans, how many buses did they have? They had 2 single-decker buses. Now I complained and said, what the hell is this? I'm queuing up in the rain and the likelihood is I'm not going to get in. And it was like, oh, we're doing this out of the goodness of our heart. Like, oh, this is, we don't have to do this. They were charging for it. It wasn't like it was free. They were charging for the bus. So they weren't doing anything as a gesture because we had to pay. Things like that, the fans just get a really raw deal. First Great Western didn't put on special trains until like 11 o'clock for getting to Swansea, even though it's on the same line as the Wales and England game, because it was on Cardiff. It's on the line for Cardiff. So you had the 8:45 and the 9:45. You had Arsenal fans and Wales and England fans all trying to get to Swansea and Cardiff. It was carnage. It was utter carnage. But they didn't put extra trains on until 11 o'clock. By which point it's too late for an Arsenal fan. It takes 3.5 hours to get to Swansea, so you're not going to get the 10:45 because you're not going to get to the match on time. So putting an extra train on at 10:45 and 11:15 irrelevant. Like, the authorities just don't think about the way fans get treated, and that's the kind of thing where it encourages trouble because you're standing up for an extra couple of hours, you're getting really annoyed at the fact, you're getting angry, and you're wound up by the time you get to the stadium. That's not good for the authorities. It's just fans get a really raw deal when it's foreseeable. They knew that all these matches were going on, why not put on an extra coach? Now, if you've ever had problems from the authorities ballsing up like any sort of transport or consistent, maybe a one-off, but maybe consistently, then comment down below. And that's essentially it. We're going into the next game against Reading at home, which we should really win. If we win that game like 4 or 5-0, then I think we've got momentum. Like, if we can smash Reading at home, which I think we should, then we have got momentum going into that game. But who knows? We'll see. If you want to put down your predictions nice and early, put them down there for the Reading game, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much. Boom. Bye.
Just as much as we can. Peace.
Car park to the right of the arena as we're looking at it now.